Hello, Miss Erica. Hello. Ugh, my hair today. Just that one piece. It just decides what it wants to do. It's made up its mind, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. There's always one. Yeah, there's always one. And I am today's victim. I I guess. Such is life, I guess. Hold on while I find the things that I need to turn on in order to be successful. I want to. Bees! Hello! Hello! How are you today? How have you been? A hearty welcome to you. Let's turn these on. You got here just in time. Yeah, it is a great handle, isn't it? I love that handle. No, I don't need that. Cool. Coach kids. Oh, is that how do you do that on a volunteer basis, or is that your job, or um tell me a little about that and how old the kids are uh that you watch or that you teach, coach. Words today. Oh, you volunteer. Oh, nice. I was immediately sold with the 9 to 11 year olds. Their prime years where they're really starting to grasp the value of teamwork. Children. Um, but yeah, right on time, just as I was kicking off. I'm gonna be honest, I did not feel like streaming tonight, and I'm still not totally sure that I feel like streaming tonight. But um, I'm gonna try to make it work because that is what. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta push through it. Um, Old enough to pay attention, not old enough to have any real angst yet. Oh God. Yeah, every time I think of my angsty years, I have many journals from my high school years that would tell you a lot about the level of angst that I have as a person. Yeah, I think it'd be tonight. I think will be chill. Um, Nothing's wrong. Like nothing bad happened. I'm just feeling kind of down today, and so if you guys are okay with it, I probably won't do as much of the voice work as I normally do on these streams. I'll try to do some, but maybe some of the tougher ones. Uh, Maybe some of the tougher ones I might skip out on tonight. Um, Little Beasley. I love that little. I love the little angry one. It's like with the fire behind it. That's so cute. I love that. And I also love that emote mod love. I need to. I should probably get something like that made for my dear mods. Can't always be super upbeat. Yep, exactly. It's just one of those days. I'm really tired, and work is. I mean, work is work. Life is life. Um. So, guess I should do the spiel, huh? Let's get this stream going, Claire. Time to put a smile on. Hey, Spicy. Good to see you, my dude. Um, Last night I made my smug emote into a cap emote. Just make it blank. Oh, do you make your own emotes? Howdy, sir. Because if you do, that's freaking dope. Positive vibrations. Wow, those are dope. Do you actually make those, bees? Around with them sometimes. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, If anyone's stumbling in who is new to the channel, my name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the case for literary merit in video games. In the class, we discuss literature, the definition of literature, and different storytelling elements that make up this rather abstract concept that we call literature. And then we ask if, by that definition, video games can be considered literature. More often than not, the answer to that question is yes, but of course, this is an entirely subjective question. We discuss a variety of games in the course, including but not limited to Horizon Zero Dawn, The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Beginner's Guide, What Remains of Edith Finch, Spec Ops: The Line, among others, many others. And one of the few drawbacks of the course is I don't get nearly as much time to talk about some of these games as I'd like. Usually not more than a couple of days at best. Thus, this Twitch channel was born with the intention of playing through these games in their entirety, being able to take our time to understand them, deconstruct the narratives, deconstruct the characters, and rebuild them in a way that makes sense to us as the player and the viewer. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then you've come to the right channel, and I'm very happy you're here. Eventually I'll get that whole spiel down. But I didn't feel like making cute little emotes, so I paid someone, an artiste. Howdy, hello, buongiorno. One of the community favorites are Booby. That is... Oh, please tell me that this command is where... Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta do the thing where I'm annoyed. Okay. Well, that didn't work as well as I'd liked. They are a solid B cup. Okay. I can definitely take another try with that. That was terrible. That was terrible. You've made my mod very excited. She loves a good pun. Actually, all of my mods are obsessed with puns and dad jokes. It's kind of infuriating. But yeah, mod love. Yeah. What can you do, right? What is a witch's favorite subject in school? Spelling. Ah, I get it. Oh. What are we? Oh. Thank you, Spicy. I have to fix one of my commands. I just realized. Let's get it. Oh my gosh. Please excuse me. Internal value. There we go. Okay, that works. Cool. Be back in action. I've been trying to avoid puns for about a while now, but 7 days without them makes one. God damn. Chat, we have another one. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not bored. I just sound bored. I sound perpetually bored. Come on. Start for me. I feel fulfilled. Ay, chat. On that note, how has your new coffee experience been going? I mean, I've been drinking coffee for about a year now. Can we talk specifically about, like, which coffee experience thou art questioning? I drank coffee this morning, if that's the question. Which places you like? Oh, I like chocolate in my coffee. I go to Starbucks, but most of the time I just make my coffee at home. Oh gosh, lots of things. Oh gosh, everybody wants me. You make it home. Do you have Keurig or pot? I use a Keurig. I used to use a coffee pot. But now I use, that is healthy. Oh, okay, you like healthy food. Yeah, I use Keurig, and I put milk and, whole milk and, chocolate in it to make it tolerable. I do enjoy being on this boat. Answer to, what is your Starbucks order? Mocha? Yeah. No, it's not invasive. I normally get, a mocha, a hot chocolate or a mocha. Mocha for coffee, like for its coffee proprieties. I normally get a mocha with whole milk and whipped cream. And they always seem to ask, like, because I've gotten whole milk, like, do you still want whipped cream? I'm like, that's such a rude, like, if I don't want whipped cream, I will say that I don't want whipped cream. Like, the fuck? I always want whipped cream. What country do I live in? I've been wondering. Would it be possible to build me a house? You remember, the kids and David and I lived on a farm. We built you a house already. We had nature all around. We had dogs and goats. It was a cozy little farmhouse. It wasn't much, but it was ours. What am I saying? You've already done that for me. I was just testing you to see if you're quick on your feet. As I can see, you're still sharp. Which reminds me that I need to get my kitchen knives sharpened. That's just something my childhood friend Daryl didn't do. He was cutting vegetables one day and, just like that, the blade bent, broke, and shattered all over the place. Mostly in his face. He had bandages on his face from all the cuts. His wife, Hannah, left him. Not because of the cuts, but because he had a secret family 2 times over. How are those two things related? That just goes to show you can't trust a man who doesn't sharpen his knives. Well, I guess I'll go home. Oh, poor lady. Love the raptor. I have the bee. Oh. Yeah, I love my little raptor buddy too. He's cute. Are the salted caramel and peppermint mochas? Oh, you're a peppermint. The whipped cream is because people often ask for dairy alternatives, so they have to ask if everyone still wants the whipped cream because equals dairy. I know, but I'm asking for whole milk, not oat milk. I'm asking for whole milk in my coffee. So if I'm asking for whole milk, I'm gonna be okay with the whipped cream. Like, you know. Oh yes, here you go. But if you're already getting whole milk, it's a little silly. Quell surprise. It's true, sharpening knives is so important. I'm here, still at work, counting the drawers, and I'm here. Twisted! Hey, system. It's good to see you, bud. Burn down Starbs. I can't, not until I've, gotten Sandra her beverages. Also, she seems to misremember, the agreement. Because now she is telling me, that I promised 3 Starbucks trips for whatever she wanted. Like, meaning that it's not just a drink, it's literally like all kinds of things. Can I not pick this up? Hello? Spiritfarer. There it is. So basically, we have 3 separate trips to Starbucks where she can just order a variety of things. And she's like, you left the statement ambiguous, so I can get whatever I want. I was like, I don't ever remember saying that, but, someone tell me. Okay, so in the last episode, we said goodbye to Giovanni. Astrid here's, cheating POS of a husband, but I still cried when we let him go because we learned a lot about his history and learned that he was just a very troubled lion. And I have a soft spot for troubled people, I guess. So now let's talk to Astrid, see how she feels about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel. Should I be sad? Should I be happy? Angry? I can feel his absence. But at the same time, it's as if something had been fulfilled. Completed. You know what I mean, Munchkin? Am I a bad person? Is it okay for someone to feel liberated under such circumstances? I'm sorry, Stella. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I'm still a bit shaken, but not lost. At least you're here with me. That's the most important. My heart is stronger because you're in it. So, I'm not sure if I remember that, but also I'm not sure I don't remember that. I'm happy that the lion in this game sucked as a person. I actually was intrigued by the fact that they chose that it was the lion that sucked as a person, because the lions are usually symbolic of like righteousness and justice and courage and, you know, bravery and, you know, all of those, you know, typical stereotypes that we have with lions. So the fact that we got, you know, this handsome, brash lion who's actually very insecure, like ultimately is just like a total victim of his insecurity and hurts a lot of people because he himself is hurting, is an interesting subversion of like that typical trope. Is a bit of a butthole for sure. Beehole. This game does a good job of helping you build up a certain feeling towards a character, but then helping you change that throughout their time on your boat, even if just a little bit. That's true. And I think that even though Giovanni didn't make a whole, you know, transformation, the fact that he was able to acknowledge at the end, I was a piece of shit, though I don't regret it. I loved Astrid. I just didn't know, I never figured out how to be, like, the person that she deserved. Like, at the very least, like, there was still a change in Giovanni at the end, and an acknowledgement, like, it seemed to me that he loved her. And he was just, he was never able to get over his own insecurities and his own, just his own self, like, confidence. So, you know, in the end, that hurt a lot of people. Mostly himself. He was conflicted. Alright, so it's but what's interesting is that Astrid is feeling a lot of guilt for how, for what she's not feeling about Giovanni's death. And this is so, this is very typical of people that are, I don't want to use the term abusive relationship, so I guess it is abusive to some degree. Because Astrid has spent so much of her relationship with Giovanni victimized, as the victim, and because Giovanni was always cheating on her, she always thought she was the problem. And so you're always going to be apologetic and assuming that you're the one that needs the fixing, that you're doing something wrong. And so she goes outward she's this, you know, great and inspirational voice for disenfranchised workers. And it's a wonderful thing, and they love her for it, and she's very proud of what she does, but it doesn't offer fulfillment. Because at her core, she's doing it because she feels she's not getting satisfied. She's not being valued in her personal relationships, namely by Giovanni. And so she's constantly looking for ways to, how can I be valuable? How can I be useful? How can I be important? How can I be loved? The problem is she's not, even though it's a good thing, she's not getting love from the places that she wants it most. And that just feeds further into this, am I a bad person? Am I the one who's the problem? Am I the one that needs to be fixed? Do we think Astrid is she's 100% codependent. 100% codependent. Like, let's think about it for a second, Erica. Like, when we were just, before Giovanni even got on the boat, she's saying, can you, we need to go find him. We go and ask people about him. She's going and asking different people about him. She's engaging in gossip to try to find information about him. And whenever we would get to a place where he might be, she's always like, okay, Stella, you go and look. You can find him. And then if she finds out he's doing something bad, no, don't tell me. Okay, tell me. No, don't tell me. Okay, tell me. She's very flip-floppy. She's inconsistent. She doesn't know how to engage in, well, I don't want to say that overall, but for a large part of the time that we've known her, she tries to give off this aura that she's strong and independent, but she's really not. She needs Stella's support for everything, because Giovanni has not been that support system and has not encouraged her to be the confident, girl boss that we know that Astrid can be. So she seeks validation elsewhere. So that's very codependent behavior, at least in my opinion. Stella. This is quite the vessel. At this point, it's essentially a sailing village, a real community. Do you remember Dana, the flower girl with beautiful long red hair? Dana. She went to the desert with some friends. They all followed this man with a long robe and silky hair around. Oh God, was this wild, wild country? They all called him Jimmy Jim, which always sounded odd to me. Was Jimmy a diminutive of James? Was Jim his last name? It just didn't really roll off the tongue. You'd think a cult leader would be better at coming up with names. Dana kept telling me they were looking for some kind of water, new water, that the water in cities was too tainted. Hello, Miss Mango. How are you, friend? Good. I'm glad you are here. It's too tainted, full of city sweat and bad omens, that they needed to find a better, cleaner source of water in the desert. She kept wanting me to come with them, telling me this new water would heal everything, that their new community would be beautiful, everyone in harmony with each other and with nature. Well, it didn't take long for everyone to be dehydrated. The well they dug lasted a few weeks and everyone started fighting over the water. I guess I'm just saying that I know you're busy. You've got things to tend to, people to see, places to be. I don't want to be a bother, but I'll just have to be. I've been thinking about a way to repay you for all that running around. I think I've got a pretty good idea, but I need your help for the final touch. I was talking to one of the people on this boat. I'm so bad with names. Well, new names. I can't seem to remember your passengers. It must be all the comings and goings. Well, they were saying sometimes the boat goes through a swarm of fireflies. Their bellies are sometimes filled with fireglow seeds. Well, look at that. You've already got some fireglow. No need for all that trouble then. Some beautiful, perfectly spicy fireglow. Oh, what the heck? I can't keep it a secret for much longer. Do you remember when you first moved into the building? I had been there for years. I sold the house a few months after David died. Wait, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy, the other is a little light. That's a good one. That is a good one. The kids were heartbroken at first. They were never there. They just wanted their old rooms to stay perfectly intact, I suppose. Well, back to you. Your fridge broke on the first day. Poor thing. I could tell you were broke and couldn't afford takeout. Do you remember what happened? That's right. I made you soup. Not just any soup. My favorite soup in the whole wide world. It was laksa. It was the first thing I ate when I moved to the big city alone. I moved here to be closer to my sister. It was quite the trip. It took a few days. Well, when I got here, my neighbor, Aranya from 32B, invited me to dinner. Neighbors were friendlier back then. She served laksa. I had never tried it before, but I instantly fell in love. For a year straight, I must have invited myself to dinner at least once a week. Hopefully I didn't overstay my welcome. Her family was so nice. In any case, spice food became my ultimate friendship test. If you can stomach it, then you can stomach me. And you passed with flying colors. I couldn't help you with your fridge, but I could keep you fed. My gift to you is Aranya's family recipe. I can't recreate it anymore. Well, that's not true. I just believe that at my age, I've done enough cooking for a lifetime. It's time to let someone else take the reins. If you cook a laksa, maybe we can share it. You just have to put fireglow and that delicious powder of grain. Sorry about that. It must have slipped my mind. You have to figure it out, I suppose. If I had a laksa in front of me, I could remember. Wouldn't that be lovely? That was a lot of talking. What happens to a frog's car when it breaks down? It gets towed. That's good. What is laksa? Googling images did not help. That could be Spicy Bones' thing for choosing friends. Or that should be, if you can stomach spicy food, then you can be his friend. That's the truth. Maybe I'll make some while I'm at it. try... Let's try wheat flour. Nope, nope, I can't use fire glow with that. But she said it's with a grain. Rice flour, maybe? It looks a lot like curry from Pix, and Tom Yum is comparable, apparently. What's Tom Yum? 1/8 of a friend because I am wimpy baby. Well, I like spicy food, but unfortunately I can't eat much of it either, or else I'll get diarrhea. I can be a distant acquaintance. Yeah. Okay. Ah, I forgot I need to plant some peaches. Well, to do that, I need an orchard. It's just, you've never had Tom Yum. No, is that supposed to be like Tom Thumb? Everyone can come on the food tour? Alright, we're gonna... Let's build. Alright, we have a garden, we have a loom, foundry, we have a sheep corral, the orchard, the windmill. I need another orchard, that's what I need. Peach City, bitch. Peach City, bitch. Peach City, bitch. Peach City, bitch. Do not watch Claire's streams while hungry. Girl! You should eat. Wow, my boat is full of shit. The chef Trisha shows up and talks about all the deliciousness she's making. That's true. Where is Trisha? I haven't seen Trisha in a while. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think the last time she was on the stream was last week, but I miss her. Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. I thought I turned it off. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. Totally forgot. And I knew it, too. I was like, oh, don't forget to turn your death counter off. See how that went. Alright. So, plant some peaches. And we have mulberries. We have pears. Ooh, we don't have an olive tree. Plant that too. Let's think about that. Yeah, I don't think we're too worried about our deaths right now. All right, let's try to make these babies grow. Also, I'd like some soothing music. That's horrible, Erica, but it's true. But we certainly don't have 54 or whatever I have on there. 53. She sure does. Don't apologize. True, it only counts for Elden Ring. Me too. game is an absolute fucking gem. Favorite game of last year, hands down. Alright. Oops. Alright, let's go wake up the ship. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Hey, I made laksa. It's rice flour. Rice flour and fire glow. You got all the spices right. It smells amazing. All right, let me give it a try. My stomach's basically a hot pepper at this point. I can handle it. All right, let's give her a laksa. It's just the right kind of tongue burning. I mean, that's incredible. You haven't lost your way around the kitchen. Wow, I can feel my sinuses clearing. Thank you, Sweet Pea. I suppose I got carried away a bit there. Sorry, there isn't any left for you. Don't you worry, I'll make it up to you. I know, this was supposed to be a treat for you as well. Well, I have 999 more, I'm fine. Next time, well then, do you have a minute? Like I was saying, I've been having this dream. Don't worry, I'm not a monster. I won't start telling you my dreams. Well, maybe a little. So in my dream, I was using a projector in the archive room B2522. Then I was transported inside the images. The first image was, let's see. Oh, I remember. We went sightseeing in the city. We rented an apartment for the whole family. It was so luxurious. We had the whole week planned out. Museums, parks, restaurants. Obviously, Henry got sick on the first day. I remember staying by his side, knitting. The only thing he was able to do was draw. Poor thing. He was really obsessed with this cartoon show back then. It's probably just giant robots and men in tights. The apartment was somewhere in Old Central District. It was supposed to be our home away from home, for a week at least. And the whole time I was eating a giant bag of sweet corn. That's dreams for you. They're always a bit foggy. Hopefully, if you find that acetate, it will jog my memory a bit more. Thanks again, Sweet Pea. You're a lifesaver. Okay. Scout! Fold in my belly, now! You always do that. You always leave right when I'm about to feed you. Alright, let's give some laksa. Another facet of my existence is revealed. Okay, I know, you've said this a million times. I'm glad that you like exotic food. I'm thrilled for you. Well, the teacher wants to speak to us. They did that with me too. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. I used to be a teacher. I still am. Back then, I had a classroom. In the kind of school that made sure each student passed. The kind of school that teaches that money can buy everything. And every September, it was full of students ready to learn. Each year, however, they failed to impress me, chatting amongst themselves, passing glances around, closing their ears and their minds to my lessons. Immature little shits. All of them. Dang. She has got some anger. Commander, I can see your dedication to the quest of nourishment. Any explorer of any worth needs sustenance, and an adventurer's pouch must contain multitudes. In my case, it's always the circumference of the red tomatoes of death. For every occasion, my absolute favorite fare. That's tomato pizza, if you didn't get it. Okay, he likes tomato pizza. Alright, go have food. The bull is okay, he can hang. The little fella can kick rocks. True. Alright, supposed to go to... We can go to... Actually, I need to... I don't quite remember. Okay, Hummingbird. plain dish is satisfying. Okay, so she likes plain food. And she likes... Favorite food is green salad. For the owl... Oh, even for Gustav? He likes exotic food, so he had some. We had such a blast. Mickey was making so much money. The money. There was nothing we couldn't buy. Our mom had never seen so much dough. She was a gray lady, stuck in her old ways. She knew Mickey was putting himself in danger, but she didn't say anything since the house was paid twice over. So they were getting in trouble, and their mama wasn't very happy about it. You guys eat laksha? Looks like it. Ate seafood and didn't like it. My favorite characters. Oh yeah? You like Gustav? I don't know why, but I think about the past a lot these days. All those images come back to me, waking me up at night. I think of all the horrors during the war. All my friends who died. The joy at the liberation. And of course, I think of all those children we hid in the basement of the factory. Granny Sue and I. I was so young, only a few years older than them. 16, 17 maybe? I didn't realize what I was doing. All the implications, all the risks. But I was young, and I didn't see any other option. I couldn't leave those kids out there. They were so afraid, so small. And we knew most of their parents. None of them came back. Shit. I think you need a hug. Let's give you your favorite food. That was a sad story, and you need your favorite food. If I can find it. It's cereal. There we go. This broth, it's my favorite. I couldn't ask for a better noodle soup, Munchkin. Cool, she's very happy. Remembered painful memories. That also says a lot about her character. And so, in addition to these issues with self-worth, she probably struggles with a lot of survivor's guilt. God, I can't imagine. Alright. But she's eating it. Yeah, the animations are not... It's a generic animation for each one. So you'll give them one thing and then it'll look like they're eating another. I just accept it and move on. Works. Thank you so much for the raid, my guy. Welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you, and welcome to everybody that came with him. So glad to have you here. We're playing Spiritfarer and talking about it. It's a beautiful story. So if you love good story and you're okay crying a lot, this is the game for you. Ah, thank you, Mango. Shout out to our friend Kavita Works. If you're not following him, you should be doing that. He is recently turned affiliate, so congratulations to you on that achievement. Go check him out. He designs cool shit, and he plays Souls games, arguably better than I do, which is important. More fun here than me sucking at Fortnite, probably.
Mom.
Collection of such oddities. I do. Yay! Drive safe. Drive very safely, system. We'll see you when you get home. I have one memory I particularly cherish. It was one day after a particularly rowdy gym class. Oh, congratulations! That's an impressive feat. They came back to my room, fuming with hormones and desperation. One of my first years on the job. Shaping the minds of the youth, they told me. Anyway, I couldn't control any of them. They wouldn't keep still for a second. I wasn't shaping anything that day. I snapped. I started screaming. It was the only thing those monsters could understand. I told them truths that would only reveal themselves later in their lives. When you lose a parent, when you lose your best friend, when you lose your job, when you start to really crumble from the inside. After an episode like that, I should have learned a lesson. I didn't. I vowed to focus on talent and excellence. I vowed to never let go again and sealed my resolve. Very serious. Bluetooth blur. We love a good Bluetooth blur. Alright, we need to look for Marie? Marie? What's missing? Wait, no. Ash, don't tell me. It's Ocean. I'll get it someday. Nope. Not time. Sing him a song for entertainment while he's driving. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat. I can't hit that next high note. Spend all my pocket money on glittery dice. I'm more than ready. Ah, yeah, okay. Ahem. I am the mighty Emdaril of the... Ah, screw it. I'm Jerome, okay? I know I should be in character, but whatever. Come on, what's the riddle? I see. This one's a doozy. I need to think about it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out where to go. Thanks! Alright. So that's done. Thank you, Miss Mango. Let's try to cook something else exciting. Let's make some sweet tea. Oh, that was fast. There we go. Something else we can cook. Let's see what that makes us. Some spicy chicken recipe, mayhaps? Alright, can I make you sprout leaves? I need you to grow. Because we need to start making all them peaches for fuck. Bruce and Mickey. Jeez, I forgot their names for a second. please. I need peaches, please, peaches. 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 I don't think it's working. Peaches, 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 peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches. I missed it. Peaches, 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 peaches. Yeah, no, we're not getting peaches. Fine. We'll go sleep. Maybe there'll be peaches in the morning. Good night, world. Up, up. Dak Gangjong. Sounds interesting. Sounds spicy. Okay, let's cook rice and clams. Okay, you're full. Good. Let's give you some sweet tea. Oh wait, I don't think you like... We'll give you the spicy chicken instead. Morning, kid. Will you eat the gangjong? Right. Cool. Alright, do I have peaches? Mickey. Mickey wouldn't get done up by anyone. He was untouchable. Nobody could get him. One night, he just got in his car. He probably had a few too many. And he drove that car over the overpass. Straight into the lake. He didn't wake up. Winded up in a hospital bed for 6 months. Not moving. Still felt like him. Silent, dangerous. You could still see the rage in his face. He didn't want to be in that bed. At least not that long. There it is, chat. That's why. That's why Mickey never talks. He's in a coma. And that's why Bruce is such a dick. He's his voice. Let's give you guys a hug. Alright, alright. Don't tell him. Yeah. So, he got drunk and drove his car into a lake. Chat, do not drink and drive. And that's why I think Bruce has started asking for such erratic things. Like, he asked for 100 carrots, we give him carrots, he's like, what the fuck is this? I didn't ask for carrots, I need 100 peaches, now we have to go get him 100 peaches. It's like, keep us busy, make it seem like like we need these things. Again. You really messed up. It's peaches. Got it? I think I have them now, Mickey. Yep, I got him. Guess he'll tell me when he's ready. Alright, so we have to... Bottom line core. There we go. haven't hugged in a while. Hug. Good. Good. Let's give you... Anything with an acquired taste commands respect. Thank you, Stella, for this bold and daring meal. Bold and daring. Bye. Well, I think they're ready for our peaches. Ready for peaches? What is your problem? You ruined this whole operation. The buyer's very specific about his cargo. What am I gonna do with carrots and peaches? You're the worst partner I've ever had. You can't even get a simple order straight. My brother would never mess up like this. I don't think this is going to work out. Let's go. You weren't ready to step up. Shouldn't have trusted you. Ah, shit. Listen, let's go. I know a place. It's called the Evador. We should go now. So it's not so much about Mickey needing to let go, it's Bruce that needs to let go. Mad I couldn't help with their illegal activity. You don't know what they're illegal. You see how it is, how, like, I feel like there's so much symbolism behind the fact that the hummingbird is the one who, he literally has to physically carry around Mickey. Mickey is gone. Mickey is brain dead. Mickey is not talking. He is not coming back. The only one who refuses to acknowledge that is Bruce. But Bruce expends all of his energy. Look at this. Look at this. He expends all of his energy picking up... Oh, no, he's not going to do it. Picking up a fucking ox as a hummingbird that he has nothing else with which to identify himself. His whole identity, his whole life is his brother. Look at that. And just carries him off. It explains a lot about why Bruce is such an asshole. It's not all about being a tough guy. It's a tough guy who's hurting and in completely in denial. Buck sent you. Finally. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I mean, glad to finally make your acquaintance, Commander. I am indeed Wardrick the Bard. It was I who composed the ode to Flabrigan the Drunk. I full solemnly performed at the court of Queen Fluthian for her wedding. And I'll be the chronicler of the Silver Company once again. Pretty good, eh? Haha, I love this character. Yes, you can count on me. We'll meet you all at the Naked Mulberryan as planned. And in the meantime, I'll scour the Elder Archives of the Great Library of Wallablu in search of very precise information. I also need to tell my mom. Okay, gotta run, see ya! Alright, let's go check out the CEOs. there. Sorry for the spell. Here's a little something for your troubles. Those damn protesters. I mean, workers. Have to get used to that. Oh, thanks for the glimpse. Didn't need it, but okay. Got everything here, actually. We'll just head on back. Guess it's time to take Bruce and Mickey. It's time to let Mickey go. Kind of have something I want to say about Mickey, but I think I'll wait until we get to the Everdoor. Damn onion man, what do you want? Yeah, I know, Francis.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Errands. A menacing sheep. Oh, I don't have nebula thread. Or grilled veggies. I have that. Oh, I'd love honey. I don't have any of those tunas. Anything for me to buy? Odd seed? Okay. Alright, let's go to the Everdoor. Commander, this is utterly fantastic. The Silver Company has answered the call once again. We will soon traipse once more on the Elysium fields of adventure. May the 11 stars bless your heart, Commander. You truly have been an indomitable herald of bravery. Now our next step will lead us to a shifty tavern, the Naked Mole Bear Inn, nested in the frozen mists of the white hamlet of Nordweiler. But before our appearance at the mysterious premises, there is a little something we should accomplish, Commander. I certainly am entertaining the concept of sustenance. Yeah, we cannot come empty-handed. That wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, look, we should bring munchies, otherwise everyone will be miserable. Let's say some popcorn? A corn dog would be nice too. Oh, and yeah, for dessert, toffee. Yeah, that should do it. All right, where was I already? Ah, yeah. This undertaking might very well be below your level, Commander, but it shall be a well-earned respite in our quest for justice and glory. Onward. All right, I gotta learn to make toffee, apparently. All right, what is the recipe for toffee? I have to go to the kitchen to check it. I don't even like toffee. Okay, I need dairy. I do not have dairy because I do not have a cow. I'm pretty sure I can build a toffee. Toffee, toffee, toffee. Alright. I can build a cow stall, so maybe we'll start with that. Maybe we'll build it above, yeah, let's build it above here. Go. Oh, now I have a cow. That's right, I was pretty sure I bought a bovine license. Look at that nice cow. milk. Alright, here we are. Oh, I have maple syrup. I didn't realize. Alright, Scout. We need to talk. You know how I've been. Wanna go somewhere? Alright. And as with the other characters on the Journey to the Everdor, I will not use voices because I want the focus to be on what they're saying, not so much on the humor. So let's all gather. Almost forgot. Listen, let's just get on. I can't do this job without my brother. Let's just get on and talk it through. I didn't plan this life for me and my brother. They used to call me the talker. I could talk your ear off. I would never shut up. However, right now, I don't want to talk. I should just be like my brother and take a moment. Pause and listen. Yeah. And think for a change. That chance. At my age, nothing is possible. Nobody changes. Anybody that tells you otherwise is lying. I'm trying to sell you something. The only thing I'd rather be is true to myself. That might make me an asshole in the end. That might make me a loyal brother to this man here. None of this shit matters. None of it. Do you know why we're here? It's because I have a small imagination. I can't see beyond my back streets, my town, my friends, my family. More importantly, I can't see a life beyond my brother. If he goes, I go. Funny thing is, he went a long time ago. I just didn't want to admit it to myself. I was holding on to something from the past. My reputation, my house, my car, whatever it was. It was nice while it lasted. It just doesn't change anything. Any way you slice it, we're still Maria's kids from South Broad. Nothing's ever gonna change. Not even in the end. Alright, Mickey. Deep breaths. For sure, Bees. I'm glad you're still here. Let's go see what everyone has been raving about. I'll send you a postcard, kid. A little burb. What a time to come into. I didn't want to ruin the moment with a hello, Trisha. We were talking about you earlier and how we missed you. Yeah, I think Bruce basically covered what I had wanted to say. That ultimately the only one in denial here was Bruce. The only one who wasn't willing to accept the way things were was Bruce. Mickey was long gone. And the weight of that denial dragged Bruce down. His brother was not something that he could free himself of and remember with fondness. His brother was somebody that he had to carry around like a dead weight. Which is like the symbolism that we saw in, the way that they were portrayed as a hummingbird and an ox. The hummingbird guiding the ox entirely. I think the end, though, Bruce finally being able to acknowledge the reality of his brother's situation, and his own, and being able to reason that, his grief, at least to him, was his own problem, and that if he truly believes that nothing matters, or that, this larger scope isn't something that concerns him, then why carry around that weight? Yeah, literally carried the ox. But in the end, the love he had for his brother transcended his rather selfish desire. And it's not his fault. I don't say selfish in a way that's necessarily bad, but it was his love for his brother trumped the need that he had to try to pretend like nothing was wrong. So in that last moment where he's saying, "All right, Mickey, deep breaths," he wasn't saying that to Mickey. That was for himself. He channeled a lot of his pain and his rage and his anger and his grief through Mickey, because he could just say everything was what Mickey wanted and remove responsibility from himself. I think Bruce took a lot of blame for what happened to his brother. And the only way to console himself was to project his anger onto everyone else. Was to bully everyone else. So, that he earns himself and Mickey some small measure of peace at this point, at the end, you can't ask for much more. And even if Bruce didn't believe that there was anything waiting for him at the end, he knew that regardless, that there was peace to be found. And he was okay with that. He was okay to let go of the grief and responsibility that he had for Mickey. And accept that that's okay. It was okay to let go. I think that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I just saw the wave. I got lost in Claire's words. Aw. Thank you, Trisha. Hey, we were talking about Laxa, and then we thought of you. Alright, Spiritfarer. No worries, nah. We like having you around. Ooh, I think I can make oil now. Olive oil, that is. Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. But Trisha, how are you? let Astrid live her best life. Okay. Gather with the neoclassical Nordic fireplace. Okay, we need to do that. Alright, let's go back to Overbrook and see Jackie. It was down here somewhere. Right? Right, chat? Maybe not. Maybe my memory's bad. Ambertown, Old Central, Oxbury, Overbrook. There we go. Alright, let's go to Decrusha. Sweet pea. I could go for a snack. Okay. Phew! Excuse me. Let's give you a southern boil. Yay! Oil! Olive oil! Hooray! Alright, I think I can make toffee now. What was in the toffee again? Okay, I need wheat flour and tomatoes. And for this, I need dairy and sweetener. Do I have tomatoes? Oh, I do. Okay. Alright, well then let's make that first. And then we'll make the toffee. I know he wanted a tomato pizza. A gift! Here is some fire glow. Don't be shy. Make me something extra spicy, please. Oh! I knitted this for you earlier. It should keep you nice and warm if the weather ever takes a turn for the worse. Oh. Hug. That's it, sweet pea. Hug for you too? I was in dire need of a spirit heal. My mana was low. Alright. Holy scriptures of Doru Min, 7th verse of 84th Amendment. Thou shalt never eat, touch, smell, nor carry fruit. Oh, that's right. Thou shalt never question when, how, why, or when. This is the word. This is the word. This is the way. Okay. You don't like fruit. But fried chicken. Glorious! Your humble servant accepts your gift of comfort with much deference, Commander. And as such, as his taste buds cast a salivate spell and delectation, his stomach lost its initiative roll. This is so good. Stella, 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 Stella. Guess what? They finally corrected the second module of the weapon manual. They added critical tables on finesse weapons and clarified the rules of engagement. Look at how bored she is. Right when I was about to call it quits on War and Worms. You know, I was legit worried that it would go down the 2.5 edition path. Yes, I know, I'm not mincing words. Remember how they modified the spellcasting system? As if W&W was a kid's game such as Sorcery the Reunion. Man, even after all these years, I'm still so mad about it. Now I understand how I must annoy the shit out of people when I talk about video games. That's right, I want to plant that odd seed. Oh wait, no, it's not the odd seed I want to plant. Wait, we'll fish. Oh, a mysterious seed. Looks like a mushroom. Let's go. There we go. Planted. Alright, who's calling for sustenance? Who requires sustenance? Oh, there you are. Assume it's dog lady. Do I have anything else that you would consider healthy? Fisherman's pie. Oh, excuse me. Plain. Pub. Green salad. Very good. There's nothing like a green salad. That's all you need. You're a very boring lady. Pizza! Alright, let's give this pizza to our bird friend. Student? I never really felt useful teaching the gifted ones, nor did I take pleasure in breaking the spirits of the weak ones, seeing them just struggle, not knowing why these challenges were forced upon them. They did this to themselves. They had to be there, in class. They had one task, to listen. They were barely able to do that, and I loved every second of it, because through hardship, they would learn. Learn how to survive, learn how to be better, learn how to stop being burdens, and become leaders. She's very uncaring. And I don't know why she bothers me so much. I think because she feels that the only way to teach is through cruelty. And that's so, anti everything I believe in teaching. The kids were on spring break. House was a madhouse. At the end of the night, I just needed to zone out. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, Trisha. Feel the feels. This game should be played in grief share. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not... That it's not, upsetting in a sense. Don't feel like you have to be here if in any way you're feeling uncomfortable with it. I definitely don't want you to feel obligated to be here. But to my point about kind of, being cruel in order to that cruelty is the only way to learn. The first year that I was teaching, you guys know that I teach at my local college, and it's run by the Christian Brothers, which is a monastic branch of the Catholic Church dedicated to Saint John Baptist de La Salle, who was himself a teacher and is, I believe, the patron saint of teachers. The brothers are dedicated to education and to learning. And one of the brothers, his name was Brother Dom, this adorable little old Italian man, Brother Dominic. We called him Brother Dom. And I loved him. He was just a little Spitfire. He always drove around campus in this little golf cart with his big Italian flag on the, flying in the wind. And always, he was so encouraging and kind, and even if he caught people, drinking where they shouldn't be drinking, he was always just I won't tell if you will. He was the coolest. He passed away a couple years ago. But one of the things he told me when I started teaching is that there is nothing more important than love as a teacher. You have to love what you do, and you have to love what you're teaching, and you have to have love for the people that you are teaching. Because to love is to see God, and to love is to be one with God. And to give that love freely and wholly, and without precondition. How did he put it? It was the greatest. It's the greatest example that you can teach, and that to teach with love, your students will know it and they will feel it and they will learn. That people learn best when they know that they are safe and that they are loved. And I really took that to heart, and I've believed that with every fiber of my being. You don't have to take the God message with it, really. I do just because of my background and my religious upbringing, but I really do believe that people learn best when they know that the person who is teaching them cares that they get it and cares about their experience. I would do anything for any one of my kids. Truly, any one of them. And I think, it took me a while to really understand what Brother Dom meant, but, now that I've been doing it for a while, it makes sense. And I'm grateful for that lesson. And I hope that wherever he is very much at peace. He went through the Everdor a few years ago, I'm afraid. I'm better than you! Hey, Shadow, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. It's sweet, I love recapping. And okay, good. I'm glad you appreciate or are enjoying the recaps. Just don't ever want you to feel like you have to. And finding out that you're going back to teaching warms my heart. Yeah. Thank you, Trisha. I'm also very happy that I'm going back to teaching. I've missed it, and I can't wait to teach again.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, you guys will also often notice that former students of mine will actively pop into the chat. And it always makes me so excited when they're here. So Claire, if you was ever to become my teacher and I misbehaved, would you punish me? I never punished. If you didn't want to be there, you didn't have to be. Or if you don't want to be in my classroom, nobody's making you stay there. Because, I teach college, Shadow, so, I make it clear from the get-go, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. I'm not going to judge you. But don't fuck it up for the other people that do want to be here. So, God. Oh, yeah, I'd punish you like God. Hey, Smellers. Just thought of that. Did you get my letter? It was pretty good, wasn't it? Hey, lighten up, will ya? I didn't really fart up that envelope. Or did I? Anyway, thanks for the visit. Oh, hey, look at that. The ladder's back. Great. I told you, it leads to the room of one of the more difficult patients here. Scratch that. The most difficult patient. She's got some issues, like in the head. Like difficult issues. She's really a pain. Yeah, okay. I know it's my job. Don't look at me like that. I'll take good care of her, I promise. It's just, well, it was a nice breather, not having to deal with her. The hospital was running so much smoother. Anyway, back to the grind, I guess. If I want to ever have a chance to get on top of this. Hey, Stella, I know you're busy and all, with your boat and your fancy duties. Saving the world or whatever you always do. But think you can help out an old pal? Listen, here's what we're gonna do. I have an extra pager here. It was my colleagues. Well, before you just up and quit mid-shift and left me all alone to manage this shit show. Anyway, take it. That way, if I ever feel overwhelmed, I can just text you, and you can come to the rescue. How about it? Okay. Fantastic. Ooh, wow. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Crap, I almost forgot. What about that snack? Anything good? What? There was just one thing left? What a load of bull. Better be good. What was it? A crispy burlap men protein bar? Blech, no thank you. That shit's full of unnatural ingredients and my body's a temple. Question of self-respect. Well, really gotta go now. See you soon. Paging. Kelzaba! Whoa! Rating with a party of 10. Oh my gosh! Kelzaba! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome! Welcome, raiders! I wish my 13-year-old had a teacher like you. He's so caring and in tune with emotions. I wanted to be strong and encourage the nurturing side of him. And I think he will find a teacher like that. I think he will. Kilzaba, thank you for the follow. Asteroid shower.
I've killed successfully 25 of these. I'm probably doing okay.
Ah, thank you, Bingo. Always on top of that.
The information that they blow up, but after 25 times, I think I.
Coaching in sports is very similar. You're essentially a teacher. That's what coaching is. Some students, players need a kick in the butt. Others need an arm around their shoulder. The fact that you care, that's everything. Yeah, system. I think that I don't think that we really acknowledge much that like. I'm not one to say that that's that there are some students that don't need like a hard lesson or like I don't want to say punishment. Sometimes they need just like a reality check, but it shouldn't be the way of things. The only way of things. I would like to protest something on your channel, Redeem. Okay, protest away. What's up, Shadow? Is it going to be the pick a game thing? No. Oh god, what is it going to be then? I'm scared now. But I liked redeeming all the time. What did you like redeeming all the time? The mortuary story? It's still there. Are you sure you looked? It's there, Shadow. I promise you it's there. I promise it is there. If that's what you're talking about. 10K? It's always been 10K for a mortuary story. Oh! You're right. I forget why I changed it. You're right. I forget why I changed it. Stop it. Please hold. Creator dash. Settings. Viewer rewards, channel points. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You are right. I think I temporarily changed it because there was like somebody that was abusing it. But it wasn't you. Okay. Try refreshing the page. Where is... Ah. There we go. I believe you would. I think what I'm going to do is just like change it to a stock so it's only like 1 or 2 uses per person. And there it is. Alright, let me just figure out where I'm sending the ship to, and then we will... and then I will start the mortuary story. Okay, we gotta go to Old Central. So let me start the way to Old Central. And then we'll get going. Bottom line, South Point. Old Central. There we go. Alright, Trisha. Love you so much. Thanks for hanging, dude. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see here. What would be a good story that I haven't shared before? Ooh, I forgot to pick up the crew. Hi and bye, Trisha. Welcome back, Erica. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of a good one. No, you haven't missed it yet. I haven't shared the story yet. Ooh, I don't think I've shared this one. I got roped into cooking. Aww. Alright, so one time, I did a funeral, for a large family. It was an elderly gentleman. Now I'm getting this on my screen. It's either unavailable or not supported in this browser. Oh, wow, really? You can't see it at all now? Oh, hold on. What the hell is that? How do I answer the pager? Kitchen emergency. Need help ASAP. Smell ya. Good God. And now it's working. Okay. So there was one time. It was a large family. It was an elderly gentleman, like very, very old. Like I think he was in his 90s or something like that. So he had a good long life, but he had a bunch of kids. I think he had like 7 or 8 kids. I know that's not a whole lot, but he had like 7 or 8 kids. He had a lot. Alright, I need to find acetate. I don't know how, but we're gonna do that. And none of the kids got along. That's, I think, the first thing to point out. None of these kids got along whatsoever. They all hated each other. Fine. But they also couldn't agree on what they wanted for Dad's funeral. And it was like the oldest one was claiming he had the right to decide, but because he was the eldest, but he had also been estranged for, many years from the family, so it's like the other family members were kind of offended that he was coming in and trying to tell them what to do. They believed that it had something to do with money. Like, it was a mess. So ultimately we got everybody to like work together and just like deal with it, because they didn't really have another choice. They had to. They were the kids, and they were all of them were the next of kin. So I couldn't just say like, sorry, we can't like, we can only like listen to what one of you says. We have to like work with the whole family. So we managed to get that worked out. And they got the biggest casket that we had. Or not biggest, I'm sorry. The, most expensive. It was like a $20,000 casket. It was huge. It was like had like gold inlays, and I never forced people or like tried to like coax people into getting specific types of caskets, because like we didn't really like, you don't make commission on the caskets, you make commission on selling the grave sites, and I wasn't I wasn't one of the folks that did that part of the job. So $20,000 casket, fine, right? Whatever, it's your life. And they wanted a crypt burial. Would you buy a coffin for $20K? They felt that it was what their dad would have wanted. And I always thought it was silly, because it's like, it could be $20,000 or it could be $20. It's going into the ground. You're gonna see it for 3 days, tops, maybe a week. if you're one of those families that does like tons and tons and tons of vigils, and some do, some are like that. They just they'll do like week-long or more vigils and such. You know, again, whatever. So yeah, they opt for the $20,000 and they opt for a crypt burial. Again, fine. We do crypt burials all the time. They ended up, so there's like different like levels of crypts. The lower to the ground the crypt is, the more expensive it is because, like, I guess ease of access or whatever. So if you got a crypt that was like, you know, all the way at the top, like touching the ceiling, those tended to be pretty cheap. Well, I shouldn't say pretty cheap, but because you wouldn't be able to, like, you know, actually like access and, you know, leave flowers at Dad's grave or whatever, people didn't often go for that one. So they got like a mid-range. I want to say it was like 6 feet off the ground. Like you could definitely touch and put flowers there and the like. And this family, you know, we go through the service and everything. There were like hundreds of people. And, you know, we're at the graveside. We're getting ready to do the interment. And the way the interment works, the person said they don't need to be comfortable. Agreed. And the way interments work, in crypts, ooh, I dropped a long way. The way those work is, we put the casket on a special, like, crane that's run by hand, that you roll the cable like this. So when it's time to inter the person, you roll it like this. You roll, and then the casket slowly goes up and up and up and up and up. And then when it's at the proper level, there's like a little lever you can hit, and it'll slowly, gently push the, you know, casket inside the crypt. So the grounds crew starts the process. I never did that, but the grounds crew, the guy's name was Mel. He starts rolling the cable, and as he's rolling it, you can hear like click, 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 click as it's rolling. And then it just kind of stops. He's still rolling, like the actual mechanism is working, but the cable is no longer rolling. And so we were like, what the hell? And we kind of paused for a second. The family didn't seem to notice. They were all crying and they were very emotional, but, you know, we noticed it. And I kind of looked at Mel and I was like, oh, Erica, did you say you were leaving? Oh, no, sorry, that's just so, you know, all of a sudden, like, you know, the family's crying and everything, and we hear the cable stop, and then all of a sudden the cable snaps, and the casket, boom, falls. It fell about 5 feet, I would say. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but, you know, imagine that the top of the casket was, you know, at my head when I'm standing. I'm about 5'7", and just boom, hits the ground. It just like completely dropped and hit the ground. And it was like a gunshot went off. It was just boom. And you could hear it. And we're in a mausoleum. So it echoed and everything shook. And it was like watching something in slow motion. Because as soon as the cable stopped moving, I was just like, there's no way that this is good. And there was nothing anybody could do to stop that. There was nothing anybody could do. Like, that is 1,000 pounds. Like, you know, that with the body inside, it's close to like 600 pounds. And then in free fall like that, thousands of pounds easily. I don't know, physics. And it hits the ground with a bang. And the family just goes hysterical. Like, they're just like screaming and just like, oh my God, oh my God. And it could, yeah, thankfully, so when we do those, we make sure that we make everybody step back. Way back. And the churning mechanism is like, so if the casket's over here, the churning mechanism is over here on the other side of the mic. So you'd be like doing this, and so it would never like hit you. It'd be far away enough from you. But yeah, it's still pretty scary, and it's loud. Basically, the end of that story, the way that story ended with, wait, I wasn't done there. That story ended with, we just ended up getting another crane. We had multiples of them on site and switched it over to another crane. Amazingly, the casket was fine and nobody was hurt. It was just a wild maple salmon. Ooh. It's just a wild, crazy thing that happened. that's the story. That is the falling casket story. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a hell of a story. The good old days of the mortuary. What an experience it was. There's gotta be. How do I find that acetate that she wants? Sure you would, darling. But I don't care about your daddy. I am just trying to figure out. Okay. I guess we gotta try to go up there again. There's something I'm missing. Haven't figured out what yet. Could be up there. Doesn't look like it though. Okay. Okay. Looks like I can go in here. Boss. No, I shouldn't complain. I get to stay in this mansion. It's a worm. Spent all day in here. Okay. That was useless information for anybody, but whatever. You have acetate? Nope, you're a miniature diorama. I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm calling security. Sure you are. Oh no, I fell. Alright, let's try that again. Are you acetate? Henry, 8 years old. What did I... Okay, I think I... The archive. Acetate. Okay, I found it. Cool. Let's see what happens if I cook something with olive oil. That was the other thing I wanted to try. Ooh, we're here. Start with olive oil. Guys, how's the stream quality? Is it doing okay? Let's see what that does. Sleepy time. But other than that, it's good. Okay. As long as it looks okay. seems to be struggling a bit. Alright, what do I got? Cornbread. Okay, so it just cooks the same thing. Got to wake up the boat. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Screw this thing. Alright, Erica, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you always. Have a good night. Enjoy your foodstuffs. I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you lots. And thank you for being here. Au revoir. Au revoir. Oh, are you ready? This big old thing. Hi! Wow! Your hat is so big! Man, look at the cat! Wow! Am I in a garden? Is this a boat? On water? Oh, this is wild! Catch this! It was in the ground with me! See ya! New spirit! Okay, wow. Well, ain't that fine. Good morning. She looks fine down here. Oh. Student. It wasn't a cakewalk for the gifted ones either. They had their own challenges. They were just open to the test. They were rewarded handsomely for their dedication. The weak ones, as much as the gifted ones, had a monster to tame. That monster was me. I am the enemy they would remember. I am the dragon they would have to slay. With hard work and complete dedication, or they could whine and quit and be out of my sight forever. That is just not somebody who should be teaching. You know, cheese sticks. Oh, when I was in high school, I had a, and this is, I think, part of why I have my, my thoughts about teaching the way that I do. I had a, an algebra teacher who, wasn't very nice to me. She kind of had that same mentality of I'm the monster you have to slay in order to succeed. And I hated that, personally. And if you know me at all, you know that I am horrendously bad at math. It is, like, probably the most well-known aspect of my character is that I'm terrible at math. This particular teacher used to make fun of me. And she once showed the entire class one of my tests that I had failed. She was not nice, but her logic was that, you know, that kind of terror and that fear of like, oh my gosh, if I fail another test, she's gonna show it to the class again. That in her mind, it's like she's gonna work really hard to make sure that that doesn't happen again. When the reality of it was, I studied for hours in the days leading up to that test. Hours. Because I didn't want to fail the test, and I knew how much of a weakness math was, and I was embarrassed because no, she was not a good teacher at all. And I was embarrassed because every time that there would be lessons in class, it seemed everybody around me was getting it, and I wasn't. And so I was very much like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not getting this? So at first I would ask questions. You know, I'd raise my hand and be like, I'm confused, and the teacher would re-explain it again, but I still didn't get it. And if I looked like I was still confused, she seemed very annoyed with me, and so I stopped asking questions. And would just try really hard. I got a, private tutor. I tried really hard, and she never liked me. She was very cruel. She would make fun of me. She ended up getting a rare form of leukemia after she got leukemia after my freshman year, and she went through chemo and all that stuff. Eventually, came off treatment, but the cancer came back about a year later, and she passed away, I think, in like 2007. So I still wonder about her a lot. I held a grudge for a long time, and I didn't even care when she got sick, but I think about it more and more now as an adult. And it's like part of me is like I feel so overwhelmingly bad for her, and just sad because she suffered. Like, and I, have some inkling of an understanding of what she went through. But there's also, she's like, why were you so mean to me? And thinking that was the way to get across to me, because most students want to succeed. I wanted to succeed, but it's like, in order to succeed, you need to be supported, and you need to feel supported. And I didn't feel supported by that teacher. And so my logic is, as a teacher, as a professor, if I'm not supporting my students, and if I don't have their back as their teacher, then what fucking good am I as a teacher? Like, what good am I if I'm not the safety net? They need a safety net. They need someone to encourage them and make them believe that they can succeed. So, that's my spiel. Look at that. That's not a giant robot. That's me. I look so young. Oh, wow. He was drawing me, knitting on that chair. Oh, Henry. Growing up made such a sweetheart out of him. Before that, he was a little monster. The kind of kid who's noisy when the show is on, but calm during the commercials. One day, he just calmed down. It was strange. Overnight, he became his dad. Brilliant and quiet. Real quiet. He just retreated into his thoughts. What an odd thing to think in your head at night. To dream. Yeah, dream about. So thoughtful. Such a thoughtful bird. Okay, I keep forgetting I need to make Gustav's, or I need to improve his house. I needed a desk or something. Where's your house, Gustav? Vintage modernist desk. Oh, it's built. Alright, well then what do I need? Is there something I'm supposed to build for him? I'm trying it. What do I need for Gustav? Gallery with a neoclassical Nordic fireplace. Gustav is ready to start filling it with pieces. Well, he should be able to do it. He asked me to stay ready for any of the bigger pieces that might to be produced on site. I don't think I have a fireplace. Do I? Lounge. It's a zip line. Alright, I built the archive room. Elena's cubicle. Buck's Lair of Wonders. Oh. Improve. Okay, am I missing something? Oh. Ah, there we go. I don't know why I was struggling with that. Jeez. Alright. It's ready for Gustav. Why is that mushroom in my room? Why are you sad, mushroom? Ah! You woke me up! Your room is itchy. I don't like to sleep in here. Where should I sleep? The guest house? Yes! I can make it. Stanley's room. I get it. Thanks, Big Hat. So Stanley is a child, in case that wasn't clear. They're gonna feed you. I know you like French fries, just because I played this before. What? French fries? How did you know? That's my favorite food in the whole world. You're amazing, Big Hat. Wait, are you a chef? Are you sure you're not a chef? Because that's restaurant grade good food. Yum. Hugs. That feels nice. Oh, Gustav. Oh, Gustav. Oh. I'm sorry, here. I'm not being dramatic. You're being dramatic. All right, fine. You're so needy. That's some paella. Whee. Get some sleep. Have an awesome stream. Thanks a lot, Shadow. I appreciate you stopping in. Get some good rest. What a grand day. Is it? Hugs. Good. I needed that. Okay. Alright, I want to just finish Astrid's quest. And then I think we can call it a night. Is there anywhere else I need to go? Oh, popcorn, corn dog, and toffee to Buck. Let's go do that. Yo, Buck! Where are you, big dopey bird? You need to have a way that you can, like, summon your needed spirits unto yourself. Oh, Buck! Weird bird with, like, claws for wings. Where are you? Maybe I'll go wait by his house. I'm sure he'll show up there. If I remember. Oh, there's his house. Oh, he's hungry. Commander, I'm sorry to require but a fragment of your precious time, but I'll gladly accept a modest meal. A vile hunger tortures my innards. You're not that hungry. Chill. Glorious! Your humble servant accepts your gift of comfort with much deference, Commander. As such, his taste buds cast a salivate spell and delectation. His stomach lost its initiative roll. This is so good. Alright, let's give you the shit you asked for. You wanted a corn dog. I know I had corn dogs. There they are. Corn
Wow,
dog,
good
right
mom.
on. Some good old corn dogs. Friendship has been cemented by our mutual love of corn dogs. Okay, you also wanted popcorn. That popcorn smells great. Baby Brian won't stop talking about it. And then the toffee. Toffee, 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 toffee. Ooh, onion rings. Those look good. Where's the toffee? They needed a better menu system here, man. Good lord, how the hell is one supposed to find damn toffee? Ah, cracked my neck. Unexpectedly. Cheese sticks, cornbread. Okay, I know I made toffee. Fuck, did I not make toffee? I don't think I made the toffee. I think I just didn't make toffee. My bad. So I need sugar and milk. Alright. That should be it. There we go. Toffee. But now that it's sleep time. Wakey, wakey. Sweet pea. I do enjoy being on this boat. I've been wondering, would it be possible to build me a house? No. You remember, the kids and David and I lived on a farm. We had nature all around. We had dogs and goats. It was a cozy little farmhouse. We're literally in front of our house. It wasn't much, but it was ours. Oh, my little farmhouse. That's right. It's right here. Well, a job well done once again. Not everyone is good with houses. So she has some dementia as well. But not so much that she forgets who she is or where she is. But, like, I guess conversations. I know what I wanted to tell you. This man from my town was one of the 2 real estate agents around. He had just started and wanted to make an impression. He had a giant mustache and was always wearing a tuxedo. It was quite odd. Anyway, it turns out that he couldn't sell a house to save his life, but he was the lead salesperson in his district for 2 years straight. The local paper did a big story on him. They found out that his wife was buying up all the properties. She had like 20 houses in her name. The whole neighborhood was nearly empty. She could afford it. Her dad had struck rich in oil. Just goes to show you, you can't judge a by his... Poor thing. Well then. You're hungry. And you're sad. Let's give you Laksha. Laksa. Laksa. I can't stop eating this. I can feel my stomach strengthening every time I take a sip. This really warms the blood and it feels great. I believe Laksa is why I never get sick. Your favorite food is the best protection against anything life throws at you, especially spicy food. Hug. Hamsters. Stop. I need food. Okay. Give me something healthy. I will always be eating healthy. Okay. This day is what I make of it. There, I made these for you, Munchkin. Oh, thank you. Alright, what else can I do? Give you more designs for the exhibit. Astrid lives. Okay, she's almost done. Go to Overbrook Hospital. Alright, I guess we'll head over to Overbrook and hopefully Astrid tells us what the hell she wants. We're not far, if I recall correctly. Edgeboro, Sunspring. Flotsam. Amber Town. I think it was up here. Looks very. I think this is it, right? Yep. Oh, let's go. I'm eventually going to be left with you on my boat, aren't I? Sweet Pea, you probably wondered where I've been lately. I've been hiding out in my house. I didn't want to come out, just like in a small town where it gets around and the gossip starts. My walls are not that thick. I can still hear people talking about me. This kind of thing, unwarranted gossip, I mean, it happened all the time back in town. People don't seem to change. One of my good friends was always the nicest to me. She would always praise my hairstyle or the way I dressed. The compliments were always coming. This was when I had just lost my brother. You remember? I told you that story about that sudden brain aneurysm. Poor thing. Taking the dog for a walk then. Poof, on the ground. Well, it was around that time. One day I was at her house for a garden party and we had to leave early. My husband wasn't feeling too well. Too many cocktails. He was such a lightweight. Well, he left quite suddenly, but I'd forgotten my purse. Came back not 15 minutes later, and from the sidewalk I could hear. Well, she was talking behind my back. Talking about how I wore the same dress to 2 parties in a row. She said it in a very offhanded way, like she was stating a fact. Everyone knows that. She should know better than. That's what I remember. The way it made me feel. I didn't like it. This is how I feel now. Nobody likes to be kicked when they're down. I've been feeling like I'm losing my mind. And on top of that, other people on this boat have been talking about me behind my back. I don't want you to put yourself in a delicate situation, but could you help? Maybe do the rounds and see for yourself what's going on? I would appreciate it. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Oh. Who's talking bad about Beverly? Leave poor Beverly alone. She can't help that she has dementia. Alright, let's talk to the other passengers. Let's see what the skivvy is. If I can find the other passengers, good. God, where are y'all? How about you, Stanley? This is nice! There's so much room! I can get used to this! Stanley's room is going to be great. Well, I don't understand. That nice lady? Big hat. I don't like when people say lies about me. Oh, is she paranoid? Chad, I think she's paranoid. Beverly? I have too much pride to insult someone I barely know. Let's just leave it at that. Sweet Pea, I didn't sleep well last night. Back was killing me. What are you doing? Are you busy right now? Oh, I didn't ask you to do that. I haven't been talking to anyone. Have people been talking behind my back? I don't think they would have had time to form an opinion of me. Are you sure I asked you to do that? That sounds like something you would do on your own. I might go introduce myself now. Hopefully you haven't ruined my reputation by now. Oh, Sweet Pea, I was trying to help out. This poor bird. Alright, let's go see what the damn hyena wants. Okay. Great. Ah, shit, Smellers! You really came. Always knew I could count on you. Nice to have a visitor, too. Ah, oh yeah, shit, work, right. I'm just so swamped. To make things work, worst Miss Difficult up there is being extra bothersome today. I can't leave my post here. It'd be too dangerous for her. Listen, I need you to get some grub for these poor people. They've been complaining all day. I swear, it's like they're helpless. Anyway, you should get to the cafeteria and grab some food trays. Anything will do. I mean, this is a hospital, right? People can't just expect 5-star service around here. I just pass them around. It'll shut them up for a moment. Hopefully I'll be done here by then. Nutritious slop. And tasty slop. I don't know what to say. This is what we're serving. If you're not happy, you don't have to eat here. Jeez! Cafeteria food to 3 overbooked hospital patients. Okay. This looks like food from yesterday. I don't mean to looks like old food. I mean it looks like it's already been eaten. Ugh, it's falling apart. We need to do something. Okay, I think the patients are in white. That's probably what I have to look for. This is scandalous. Seriously, look at this food. I should go on a hunger strike, but I'm too hungry right now. Maybe later. Just give it. Ugh. Give. Sorry. Ew, 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 ew. I don't like this food. Done? Yes, I'm done. Hey, I can't hear the incessant whining of hungry patients anymore. Does it mean you fed all of them? That's great. A bit less on my plate, a bit more on theirs. Gotta admit, I was kind of scared you wouldn't follow the procedure. But you did, like a good little soldier. A model orderly, really. Anyway, thanks a bunch for your help. And well, something tells me I'll be needing your help pretty soon. This difficult does not appear to be coming down anytime soon. Alright. Whatever you want, buddy. I do not care. Away we go. Hey, I missed the boat. There we go. Oh, everybody wants our attention. A new design. Oh, Stella, I have received the most amazing submission. This is a design for a clock. One of the strongest symbols of humanity's dedication to rising above its lowly station, where the measuring of time beats the path to its accounting, which in turn allows for long-term planning. When the first humans started this colossal and seemingly pointless task of measuring time, they extracted themselves from the instant. They stopped surviving as animals. Instead, they started surviving as a species. Humanity was born when the apes decided they would play timekeepers. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Anyway, I'm quite excited by this new design, and I trust it to you. Okay. Stella! Look, Big Hat! I did what you told me! The guest house is now Stanley's room. But it's not entirely ready yet. I still need to find a bunch of stuff to make it nice. Want to help? Well, could you? That would be great. I need some linen fabric. I'm making something. I can't tell you what it is. It's secret. Pretty sure I have linen fabric. Oh, and it's the soft kind. Thank you so much, Big Hat. You're the best. Can't believe I'm on this ship. I heard a seagull earlier, I think. That is so cool. Well, I think. Might have been a pigeon or my stomach rumbling. But if that's what it was, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Well, at least you're occupied. Stella. Munchkin, I'm so tired. So old. I can't do it anymore. I can't go much further. Will you do me a favor? Please bring me there, sweetheart. Bring me to where it ends. And, right. It's time to take Astrid. First, Beverly. I do enjoy being on this boat. I've been wondering, would it be possible to build me a house? You remember, the kids and David and I lived on a farm. We had nature all around. We had dogs and goats. It was a cozy little farmhouse. It wasn't much, but it was ours. Dang. Oh. Look, Stella, I know you know something's not right with me, with my memory, with how I can think about things. I can't think the way I used to anymore. It's really hard. But you're here, and it helps. You know what? Don't worry about it. Right, so I did remember more of that dream I was telling you about the other day. You know, the one with the projector and the sweet corn? That's right. In that one, I was looking at my dad's old film negative. It was from when he was stationed in Europe. I don't remember where exactly. He never really talked about his experiences. He probably was my complete opposite. He did mention seeing some beautiful houses. He always said we should have built our house in that style. What was the name of that place? Nordweiler? That sounds right. Hopefully if you find that acetate, it will help me remember it a bit more. Oh, and take this. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thanks again, Sweet Pea. Okay, so we will eventually go to Nordweiler. But first we will sleep it off, take Astrid to the Everdor, and call it a night. Freaking out. Lost people. Help, please. Jeez. I'm using a pager. We'll get help tomorrow. Alright, off to the Everdor we go. Two spirits this time. This place is missing something. Oh, I know. It needs to have a fancy decoration. I need something awesome. A treasure. Something that looks shiny and valuable. A tchotchke, maybe? Anything. A gift, please, Big Hat. I have plenty of tchotchkes. Wow, so cool. That's perfect. This is the last finishing touch to my masterpiece. My super special, awesome secret room. It might look odd, but it hides many secret passages and other types of cool stuff. It's my home now. Don't worry, I'll clean all this stuff on the windows. Which reminds me, you had a ghost window. I didn't even hear what you said. Alright, well, everybody seems accounted for, so... Improve Goosehoff's gallery with the maximalist clock. Can I improve it? Oh, I need crystal, gold, and rose. Crystal glass sheet and a rose gold sheet. Let's see if I can make those. Since we are en route. Cool, I can. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. It's off to work we go. crystal? Wait, no, I wanted a crystal glass sheet. Damn it. Need the wrong one. I'm an idiot, chat. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Crystal glass. How about rose gold? Nope, I need gold. I haven't acquired gold yet. Thank you, Miss Mango. You know what would be nice? Something to eat. You know what? You're right. And because you're leaving us, noodle soup. This broth, it's my favorite. I couldn't ask for a better noodle soup, Munchkin. Always favorite food as we approach the end. Stella. Ah, we finally arrived. I feel so weak. Can we go now? Okay, let's do this. I can't hold it any longer. It's so sweet that everybody always comes to the edge of the boat when somebody leaves. And I'm back. Couldn't sleep. Well, you're here for another beautiful ending. I don't think it's wise to live that long, Munchkin. Good thing I've never been that wise. But, boy, am I old. And being this old is disappointing. You just end up being ugly on the outside. And rotten on the inside. And it hurts so much. Life is suffering. It's hard. The world is cursed. But still, you find reasons to keep on living. I don't regret a thing, you know. I don't regret the struggles. I don't regret the hardships, the pain, the sorrow. I've seen so much of it. But still, I don't regret what I've done now or how I lived my life. I just wish the world had been a better place. A better place for them, for us. But surely, a better place for you, my dear. I feel like a vast vessel with so many dusty rooms and cabins. I have so many of them. So many memories. Some of them are gone, but some of them will live on forever. In you, in others. I remember their faces as they trembled in fear. I remember their houses and the parties they threw. I remember their songs and their love. I remember their touch, their warmth. It's all fading away now, Munchkin. It's fading away. It's all gray, all white, all foggy. Is it all gone already? I don't see much anymore. You're still here with me, aren't you? You're still here, Stella? Don't you forget about me, please. I don't care about anyone else. But you don't forget about me. I'm telling you. I'll come back and haunt you if you do. I can feel it coming. Goodbye, Stella. Just follow your heart and keep smiling. It's hard to say if Astrid was at peace in the end. She carried the pain of others with her her entire life. And the memories of the horrible things that she saw and her lived experiences up until the end. But I think it's also really poignant that at no point did she mention Giovanni when she died. For her, despite that he was a large part of her life, the focus was on the pain and the tangibility of her memories and how those incited her grief and her sadness. She came off as like a hard person, but deep down she was very much an empath. But even at the end, she still needed validation. And still needed to know that somebody was there for her. She spent so much of her life being there for others that the fact that she was scared at the end that she might be alone, I think it's really poignant that Stella is there for her at the end. At the end of her life, she was the one being supported. After a lifetime of giving to others. And advocating for others. She had somebody there who advocated for her and loved her. And I think that that's incredibly beautiful. And I think makes her passing okay. It does it? In what way, Mingo? Oh, this is cool. We'll leave that for tomorrow. Let's just get his spirit and let's just get her Spiritfarer and then call it in. Wait, did that? Okay, it's not. Thought it looked choppy for a second. Oh, goodness. That one stung a bit. I mean, they all sting a bit, but. Let's see. I just want to see who's online, if there's anyone to raid. I need every episode from this to be in a series, like a Netflix series. I need to be able to watch and share. People who would love to watch like a show. I'll make sure to post the VODs. I mean, you can always go to my Twitch after the fact and see. You'll see all the VODs there, but they go away after like 2 months, so I'll make sure to post them on YouTube. Just being there for others and then wanting to be alone in the end, yeah. Yes, we need to clean up your hairline before we leave. And you know, what's wrong with my hairline? Oh, which part of my hairline? What's wrong with it? Oh, this hairline? Like at my forehead? Almost 8 days. Oh no, why is this? Do I look bad? Eight days. I cannot wait for the 8 days. Thank you, chat, very much for being here tonight. I am deeply appreciative. Just the back, really. Oh, just the back. Okay, yeah, the back does need it a bit. I also need to color it. It's all basically orange on the bottom. I don't know if you can see through my headphones, but it's like all orange. Love it, but can't navigate social media. No, you don't look bad. Okay, thank you for the clarification. All right, yeah, we can definitely tend the back. I'm gonna color it this weekend, so we should be good with color, and then we can just give it a good old-fashioned trim next week. Before we go, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I really, really appreciate it. You know I love you very much, and we said goodbye to a couple of spirits tonight. See, my red is almost all gone. Oh, really? Well, you look beautiful either way, Mango. I can assure you, you are quite lovely. My friends, I'm just going to call it here tonight. I think with a game like this, it's kind of awkward to go and raid someone else because we just talk so much about feelings. It's weird to just then be like, yay, raid! So I'm just going to, for the remainder of these, I'm just going to kind of be like, for the Spiritfarer streams, I'm just going to be like, you know what, let's just be calm. All my off, it's giving me headaches. Oh, you're going to chop it, girl! You're going to look hot as, you're going to look fly as hell. Can't wait to see it. have a super short appointment on Sunday for my petty. Really? It's Easter? I'm not doing anything for Easter. I'm sure you're going to look beautiful, Trisha. I'm hanging out with my brother on Saturday, but I don't have plans for Sunday. We could go get crack. Love me some crack. I'll be back on Thursday for part 8 of Spiritfarer. This is taking a little longer than I thought, so I don't think we're going to finish it on Thursday. I'd be shocked if we did. I am hoping that maybe we'll finish it next Tuesday. Ideally, like perfect world, I'd really love to get Spiritfarer done before heading off to Disneyland, since I know I won't be streaming for a few days. Ending with the feels helps me. It helps me too. It's a very cathartic game, Trisha. Very cathartic, and feels good sometimes to just like have some feels and experience it with friends and in a sense. So I'm glad that you've been here for it. Yeah, send me a message, Bingo. So everyone get some good sleep. Thank you for hanging out. Kelzaba, thank you if you're still here. Thank you for the raid and for the follow. Appreciate the new friends that we have gained along the way, and thank you to Kavita Works for the raid as well. Bringing your respective communities here, it means a lot. We've consistently. I've noticed for the last couple of weeks we're consistently having, around like 8 to 10 people here on average, and that's really exciting for me to see that the average, even while only just slightly up, is up. So that's a milestone for me, and we also just hit our 300 followers milestone, which is like overwhelmingly exciting for me. Like I can't tell you how cool it is to be like, yay, 300 followers. I try not to feel so it helps to let me. Yeah, you should. Sometimes you need it, Trisha. I know I do. So thank you guys again for being a part of this and for sticking it through and for your love and for your care and for loving this story and these characters as much as I do. I hope that this has been as much an experience for you as it has been for me, even if I'm replaying it. I will see you again on Thursday. And as I often say, be safe, stay sexy, and I love you very much. Get some good sleep tonight, guys, and I'll see you Thursday.